59 career hat-tricks for Cristiano Ronaldo. Is this guy even human? Absolutely incredible. Coach, let me begin with you. A wonderful showing from Cristiano Ronaldo. Reminded everybody just why Man United did everything to bring him back.
You see, football will cry. Have you seen football crying before? Football will cry the day he hangs his boot. For me, the people at United did not treat him fairly at all. Once they saw the need to bring him back to Old Trafford, the moment he agreed that, yes, I'm coming back, if I was the coach, if I was Ole and Woodward, I would have called every player together and I said, look, do you know what? This is a legend of this club. He will be here for the next 2 years. If anything at all, for the fact that he's accepted to be back to Manchester United, he will captain this team for the next 2 years. Because what is the legendary status of Maguire for him to be captaining our team when Ronaldo is there? No, you see, and the reason why I say so, because this guy is a born winner. Look, at 37...
is a born winner.
Don't say that now. Let me make my point. This guy is 37. He's 37 years old. And even at this age, he hates to lose football games. At his age, you would not expect him to be running all over the place. He's gone past those days. At his age, all he seeks, all he asks, is for his teammates to create the opportunity for him, and he puts them in the back of the net. Simple. Look at the first goal. All he needed to see was the goal. That first goal reminded me of that cracker of a goal in 2008. Is it Porto? Against Porto?
Yeah.
It reminded me, and I said, "Wow, this guy, he never gets old, isn't it?" Look at the header. But for Cristiano Ronaldo, Harry Maguire would have been skinned. Granting.
Skinned?
I'm telling
Alive?
you. Alive.
Like a goat?
Look at what he did. Maguire, you could see the relief in his face when Ronaldo headed the ball into the back of the net.
Because he could have denied United 3 points.
Do you know what? It was a must-win game. If United had dropped point yesterday, top 4 dream is completely shattered. Now, if you go back to the football, you see, I've already spoken about the fact that United have not treated Rangnick well, because Matic showed yesterday how important a proper DM is to this team.
Yeah.
When you have McFred combo together, the two of them, none of them naturally is a DM. So you have them always going this way together. So one pass takes the two of them out of the game. We are saying Fred had a wonderful game yesterday because he had a proper DM to play along with. So instead of this way, the McFred combo, it was like this way, the Matic-Fred combo. So Fred...
So Matic freed Fred.
He freed him. He just stood there and said, look, when you get the ball, go play with Pogba, go play with Ronaldo, go play with Jadon Sancho. Go play. When the ball is lost, Fred has got that energy about him. He can recover. But because Matic cleverly demarcated his area and knew where he shouldn't go past and never went past those places, he just kept the shape of the team intact. And to me,
the best season N'Golo Kante has ever had was when he played alongside Matic.
And look, and
that 2017 season.
For me, the people at United have just not treated Rangnick fairly at all.
Why do you say that?
I say so because there was a humble request from this man that the only proper DM in this team can last for 60, 65 minutes maximum. He's not in the position to play game after game. So go get me a proper DM. And you know what?
In January.
Amazingly, there were 2 DMs in the market. The one who left to Juve.
Left from where to Juve?
Oh, the Swiss boy. What is that? Is it the Kamara or so? Kamara is the Marcel boy.
Yeah.
His contract will be
Zakaria.
for just 5 million. Don't come in. Like Chelsea is being don't come in today as we speak. You understand, Granty? Like Chelsea is being don't come in. Zakaria was being don't come in. United and Ranić told them, get me either Zakaria or Kamara, one of them, so that we just play. And these guys were there very, very cheap. They didn't. And look at how this team is struggling. Because if you bring a proper DM, it will release Pogba, it will release Bruno, it will release Cristiano Ronaldo. Look, if United really do want to create chances upon chances for Ronaldo, one thing that is clear, Pogba needs to be playing closer to him. Look at Jadon Sancho. When he picks the ball, there's every sign.
I'm glad you mentioned the Pogba angle because Daniel and I spoke about it today on radio.
Yes.
He completely disagrees. He doesn't think Pogba is great when he's playing closer to Ronaldo or closer to goal.
I'm not saying
he wants to be deep. He said he's better when he's deeper.
No, yes, I said that yesterday.
So what do you mean by
what I mean was
DMs?
that
so he
put
plays
a proper DM before him. When he picks the ball from afar and he can see the pitch, he can fill in the
You
gap.
mean the DM or Pogba?
The Pogba will, and
but
the DM will just,
the DM will say
yes.
Pogba will be where,
and he will carry the ball along. That's one of his greatest assets.
So you want a sitting DM and Pogba and Fred alongside each other?
No, of course. So, if you get a proper sitting DM, Pogba and Bruno.
So Fred goes up.
He goes to the bench.
I see.
Because these two guys are more consistent. They will guarantee you consistent performance at the highest level than Fred will. You understand what I'm saying? So if Pogba and Bruno, and we have a proper DM, can you imagine?
I honestly think Pogba, Bruno, and a DM might be a little light against setting oppositions.
No.
I don't think those other two are.
Imagine
good backless.
Imagine Matic, 27 years old today.
Daniel,
United will dominate every opponent in this league with Pogba, Bruno, and Matic.
Is that something you see happening, or is that the best possible United midfield you can think of? Have a proper DM and then play Pogba
right now
and Bruno alongside each other.
Before he comes in, right now, there's not going to be because there's no possibility of bringing a proper DM.
There isn't.
The window
but
is gone.
You've diagnosed the team and you proposed a solution. I just don't think the solution would work.
What I said was that was the solution that the Ranić presented to the board.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
I see.
And I agree with that.
Daniel, your thoughts on this game? And I know a lot has been said about Cristiano Ronaldo, and you said the same thing. It's normal. This is Ronaldo. He steps up when it's necessary. But let's look at the other elements in the team's performance.
For Cristiano Ronaldo, I was not surprised at all, and I'm not saying I really was not surprised. Once I saw his name on this,
that's what he
on
does.
The starting lineup, I knew something special was going to happen because he's Ronaldo and he's done this over and over and over again. I'm almost getting tired. But look, yes, coach spoke about Matic's influence, but you have to give credit to Fred. You have to.
Yes,
yes, he was freed, but look, yesterday was just. It was almost unreal. And I said this on radio. He was wearing a red shirt, but anytime he touched the ball, I literally saw him in orange in that Shakhtar jersey. This was Fred at his peak. Fred, this was a 52 million Fred that Manchester United went to buy. This is the Fred that Manchester City were chasing.
Yeah.
So confident on the ball, so composed in everything that he did. He never rushed the pass. He was quick to intercept when he had to. He knew when to hold on to the ball. He knew when to release it. He knew, look, yesterday was just absolutely brilliant. And you just hope that the measures that were put in place to get the best out of him are maintained so we can get the best out of him. Because you see, players complement each other. If you can't expect a consistent performance from somebody when you keep on chopping and changing who he plays with. And quality recognizes quality. And I as coach said, the reason Matic's performance was also largely influential in what Fred did yesterday. Another thing that, look, it might be unpopular, and people might not like him, but you see, I'm not the sort of person who, it's not about emotion. Maguire was very good yesterday. Look, yesterday, when you look, coach, let me finish. Can I make my point?
Zuku Maguire. Flat-footed. Look at his foot, like pitching boot. The size of his boot is almost a size 50. He can't run. Look at the size of his boot.
Okay.
He saw
what's wrong with his boot?
What size that? When he puts the leg down, you measure from here to here. So lifting the leg to even kick the ball is a problem. Maguire, 80 million. This one. Social, look.
See your shoe.
Yes, look at my shoe. This is 42, 43. Maguire is 50. How can you lift it?
Oh, Daniel, please finish from me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can somebody wear size 50?
How can we get Maguire's size of boot on the pitch, on the screen? No more.
You were talking about the fact that Maguire was actually.
Why, you this much in there, you're crying. Why? What is that?
What you said is
Maguire was actually good yesterday.
Look, let me make my point. Look, on the team sheet, we've seen Harry Kane throughout this season. We've seen how important he is to what Tottenham Hotspur do. We saw him tear apart Manchester City. His ability to drop deep, link up play, his goal scoring ability, find spaces in behind the opposition defenders. But yesterday, look, if you didn't see, and we all didn't see Harry Kane, except the penalty, it was largely due to Harry Maguire. He stuck with him every step of the way. When he dropped deep, and you see, that is a very difficult thing that most managers don't like their defenders doing. Because when Harry Kane drops deep, they want the opposition centre-back to follow him and then create space in behind. Of course. But yesterday, Rangnick was brilliant.
Like to follow play.
Yeah. When Maguire followed him, Matic always stepped in and covered him. Fred also dropped deep. And you see, Maguire has, physically, we know he can be dominant. He stuck with Harry Kane, interceptions, hard on him, didn't allow him any space. And that's largely the reason why Tottenham's attack was basically blunt in the entire game. It was because of Maguire's very good work. Okay. And as I tweeted, look, it's just unfortunate that he happened to score the own goal. But another stat that also feeds into what I'm saying is, the own goal is Tottenham's third highest scorer this season. Harry Kane has 21 goals, Son has 12 goals, and then own goals is 9. So Tottenham have that ability to force defenders into making mistakes. And you see, that ball across the box, how else did you expect Maguire to be able to deal with it? He had to stretch, he had to make an effort because Romero was behind him. I don't think he would have known if Romero was in an offside position.
But so the problem I have with
he had to try
when the pass was made, he should have taken at least one step before. But go back to the goal, if we can get it there. He just stood there and stretched his big, long legs like that. You don't do that.
So he's not agile enough to have moved.
That is the problem.
But one step
is agility.
Taking an extra step before stretching could easily, the ball
it could
go
that is
right. But you see, you have to credit his performance. You really have to. Especially, look, to keep Harry Kane quiet, for 90 minutes is no mean.
On Tuesday, Tuesday is a very important day in our lives.
And this is
he needs to put up ×2 of this performance.
Yeah, with these boots, if Maguire puts these boots on, don't you see how long his leg is?
Remove the thing so that look, it is this what you think.
I didn't take notice. He really is.
Just look.
He really is a big
size. I've been monitoring his feet.
How did you pay attention to that?
See, I've been trying to find out.
He does have a really long
no, this is not nice.
I've been trying to find out what exactly
this is
the problem is. What are some of the reasons why he doesn't move that quick?
Then you found out that he's size 50.
I want to go home.
Really don't do that. That's not.
It's not nice. Oh God. Okay.
Oh God.
When I was saying you were laughing. Did you just see? What size is that?
I can't breathe.
Calm down. This is not.
Did it even make size 50?
What size?
Let me read some messages.
Oh no.
Starting on Twitter.